They didn't just leave him behind, they erased him. Lying motionless on floor 99, completely exhausted, Kai watched his teammates walk away. They thought he was gone for good. No one survives floor 99, their leader said, his voice cold as stone. But then, Kai's hand twitched. His eyes began to glow with a faint red light. The truth is, they didn't know what they were abandoning. It all happened so fast. One moment, Kai and his party were fighting a colossal shadow serpent. The next, panic set in. Leave him. We can't wait, the leader shouted. Kai took the brunt of the serpent's attack, a crushing blow that sent rocks tumbling down around him. The exit portal shimmered into existence, but it was already too late. He was trapped. As he collapsed on the cold stone floor, barely conscious, he could only whisper, They really left me? Silence answered. The dungeon itself seemed to hold its breath, listening, waiting. He awoke in a chamber bathed in an ethereal glow, ancient runes pulsing with mystic light across the walls. A disembodied voice echoed through the room. Compatible host detected. Core awakening begins. A surge of energy, immense and overwhelming, flowed into him. It wasn't painful, just intensely powerful. He felt a focus, a strength, and an awareness he had never known. The dungeon didn't kill him, it crowned him. With newfound power coursing through him, Kai rose to his feet. A shimmering blade of pure energy materialized in his hand, an instinctive act of will. Just then, a smaller dungeon creature lunged from the shadows. The attack was swift, but Kai was faster. With a clean, cinematic sweep of his blade, he neutralized the threat. They thought I was finished, he said, his voice calm and determined. They were wrong. He began to explore the chamber, and the runes on the walls seemed to respond to his presence, lighting a path, guiding him deeper into the dungeon's heart. He found himself standing before a still pool of water. As he looked down, his reflection flickered, and memories flooded his mind. He saw his teammates laughing, joking around a campfire, making promises of loyalty they would never keep. The last memory was the sharpest, his leader's dismissive voice. He's dead weight. Leave him. Kai clenched his fists, the power within him thrumming but under his control. The cursed mark on his hand glowed faintly, pulsing with every beat of his heart. I trusted you, he whispered to the reflection, and you left me here. The dungeon itself began to test him. Shadows rose from the corners, moving like whispers in the dark. Kai didn't just fight them. He dodged, he countered, he absorbed their very essence. This wasn't a violent struggle, it was a dance of magical energy. He practiced his movement, his energy manipulation, honing his new abilities with each challenge. Every trial made him stronger, sharper, faster. Finally, he found the exit. Kai stepped out of the dungeon's darkness and into the cool moonlight. In the distance, he could see them. His former teammates were celebrating their success, completely unaware that he had survived. The leader was boasting to the others. Poor guy never had what it takes. As he spoke, shadows began to twist behind the group. Kai stepped out from them, calm, powerful, and utterly unshaken. We need to talk, he said. Panic erupted. Spells flew through the air, but Kai neutralized them with elegant control, a master of the very forces that once nearly killed him. The leader, desperate and enraged, gathered all his strength and cast his most powerful spell, a roaring torrent of destructive energy. Kai didn't even flinch. He walked straight through it, a shield of awakened core energy deflecting the attack effortlessly. You left me behind, Kai stated, his voice resonating with power. Now I choose my own path. He released a single, controlled surge of energy. It wasn't meant to harm, only to disarm. His former team fell to their knees, their weapons clattering to the ground, their faces a mixture of shock and terror. They had feared a weakling, but a force of nature had returned. Kai looked down at the defeated team. There was no anger on his face, no smile of triumph. He simply watched them, his expression contemplative. This isn't just revenge, he said softly, his voice carrying on the night air. It's a warning, and the kingdom will hear it. The moonlight caught the glow of his aura, casting long, cinematic shadows that seemed to emphasize his newfound power and unshakable resolve. This was not the end of his journey, but the beginning of his legend. He then turned his gaze toward the horizon. Far away, dark clouds swirled in the sky, and faint, mystical symbols began to appear, hinting at ancient forces and greater challenges to come. The dungeon gave him power, but the world would test him in ways he couldn't yet fathom. In the distance, the small silhouettes of unknown enemies stirred, a silent promise of the next chapter in his story. With one last look back, Kai vanished into the night, his silhouette fading into the shadows. Behind him, the dungeon entrance glowed faintly, a silent whisper of approval. They abandoned me once, his voice echoed. Now, the world will remember my name. And this is only chapter 1 of Kai's awakening. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see what happens next, make sure to subscribe.